Right, this is my unboxing video for my new Lumberjack track saw. I got this track saw because I couldn't get any other track saws due to supply problems at the moment with COVID-19 and whatnot. So originally I was going to go for a Evolution track saw after seeing some reviews. But this one is, I think it's about £110 at the moment on Amazon. So as you see here, I've just taken everything out of the box. And this is the track, which is quite sturdy. On first look, you think it's a little bit flimsy because there's a little bar connector that holds the two pieces of track together. 4 little Allen grub screws. And that's the only point of contact to lock it together. I thought it was going to be, let's say, flappy, but it wasn't. You'll see later when I've got it in use. Once it's actually lined up and sitting on the workpiece and tightened up, it's quite solid. You can see there is a little bit of twisting when you just lay it down, but if it's not on a flat surface it is a bit pointless. But it does what it's supposed to do when it's on the workpiece. Works better than it looks. Anyway, as I'm a bit limited on room, taking it apart again. As I say, it's just 4 little grub screws and it just slides through. It runs in the same slot that the clamps connect to, which you'll see later in the cutting video. At this point I haven't read the manual. I have the manual, but boys with toys. So we have the little groove the saw itself runs in. And on the outer edge, at first look, you think it's very loose fitting. It is a plastic profile attached to the side of the aluminium track, but that actually sets itself up the first time you use it. So as you run the saw through, it trims off the access. Which again you'll see just later in this video. In case you hadn't guessed by now, I'm not really a professional at these sort of things. Currently this is me just poking things. At this point I hadn't noticed that on the back of the handle of the saw is a small black plastic slider, basically. That's what releases the arm to allow the saw to go down. At the moment I'm just sort of poking it. Read the manual, kids, read the manual. And welcome to my garden. I've set up a little, very basic saw table this morning. This is very cheap plywood. Well, not even cheap plywood, this is free plywood. I picked up from work. It's all pallet packing material. What I noticed after I've done a couple of cuts, some of them are actually like plywood sheets, and other ones have got strips of timber covered in a very thin veneer sheet on top. I just pick them and they fall apart. So don't blame the quality of the actual timber. It actually does a very good job. So I've marked my material. I'm just sliding in the first clamp there. You can see this is the extended track, both pieces together. And in a moment we'll just go around the other side and stick in the other one. What you don't see is my camera is balanced on top of the ferret cage, and the legs of my sawhorse are sticking out further than the space I've got. The whole point of this in the first place was to cut a large piece of material, because if I tried to move these sheets around the garage I'd just end up poking myself in the leg. But obviously this will work for the full size sheets you get from stores, although you might have to adjust your the amount of cut you do at a time. If you're just using this track, you can get extensions to it. It's compatible with a lot of other track pieces. So as in the first time, this is my straight edge spirit level, just lining up on the side there, and everything is very straight. Right, now I'm just checking how to adjust the plunge depth. Now you'll see this is 2 cuts. It was actually about 4 cuts, because the actual markings on the depth don't seem to match how far the saw will actually cut. So I started off at 15mm. Bearing in mind this is 12mm. Well, yeah, this one was a 12mm sheet of ply. And it didn't really work. So eventually I took the marking to 20mm, and that left me cut through the piece I was working on and left a small groove in the one underneath, which you should be able to see on some of the images afterwards. Very simple to adjust the depth stop. It's just one twist little knob, and line it up with the markings. But yeah, you probably want to line it up by sight with the depth. So in the first cut, I left the ear dependent off because I wanted to see how loud it was with the ear dependent off. Not extremely bad, really, considering to what noise other saws make. So I've got a Ryobi cordless, it's just as loud as that. Because in the workshop you have these things on all the time. I am bothered with the tracker because I've adjusted port and got it blowing into the power. And over the garden, as you can see, it's a bit of a blowy day. And here I am looking, going, I didn't cut it deep enough. As you can see, it's not difficult to move the saw. It's pretty much a one-handed operation. You'll see on the edge of the base there's 2 little red knobs which keep it more steady in the track. The rear one, you need to make sure it's not going to catch if you start further back, because I had a couple of times where it just sort of felt like it could get stuck in the track, but actually the little knobbly bit was sticking in. Here's a close-up of the cut. As I said before, ignore the quality of the plywood. Plywood itself is rubbish. But the cut of the saw, very tidy, very straight. A little bit of tear out on the top of the offcut piece, but frankly all you have to do is touch that and you get tear out. But as you can see, nice and straight. The can't say I was really expecting a lot, that's all. It is very good.